Hello and welcome to the Potty Mouth Preacher. I am Lisa Cizek, your host, transforming women's minds, bodies, and souls one F-bomb at a time. On today's episode, I am going to teach you how to stop starting. Enough with this. I'll start on Monday. I'll start next month. I'll start in the spring. I'll start on New Year's. I'll start after my birthday. I'll start after Easter. No more. Stop starting now. So, before we start, as always, I'm going to help you shift gears. Woman, I know you have so many responsibilities. You are taking care of everybody else, sometimes, most of the times at the expense of your own health and well-being. You have forgotten how to put on your own oxygen mask first, which is actually why I am having my Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in the Caribbean this May 2023 over Memorial Day weekend to help you discover how to finally stop starting, right? Because you keep taking care of everybody else. The second you start taking care of everyone else at the expense of your own health, you forget to put on your oxygen mask first. You cannot help anyone if you can't breathe. I'm going to help you breathe for 4 nights and 5 days in this amazing Caribbean location where you get to just be you. Focus on you. No interruptions whatsoever. We're going to heal all the weight of the past so you stop bringing it into the future. We're going to have so many fucking healing sessions. It's going to blow your mind. Click the link below and join us. There's still time. I only have, probably by the time this airs, I only have 2 or 3 spots left. So hurry up, get in there, and I will see you in the Caribbean. As always, I'm going to help you shift gears now. We're really going to be shifting gears in the Caribbean on the Worthy Women Wellness Retreat in May. But for right now, I just want you to close your eyes if you're able to and give me 3 deep cleansing breaths. Really on that exhale, let that shit out on the exhale. On the exhale, I want you to let out all the doubt, shame, anxiety, fear, frustration, anger, whatever else is weighing heavy on your heart. With each exhale, let go of all of the thoughts that aren't serving you. You know the ones I'm talking about. Let go of beating yourself up. Let go of this notion of I'm going to start on Monday or I'm going to wait and start on Lisa's retreat. No, you can start now before the retreat. So keep those deep breaths up. And pretend your device has a trap door on the outside of it, and you are releasing every responsibility, every role you play, everything you are to everyone else that you're happy to be, right? But in here, let yourself just be you. So you are releasing your role as mother, wife, daughter, friend, granddaughter, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, all of the roles, CEO, student, entrepreneur, coach, healer, your job, your employees. Leave it all on the outside of this device. You are not going to need it in here. And give me another deep inhale. Exhale out. And welcome back to the Potty Mouth Preacher. Okay, before we do anything, we are going to talk about our celebrations. I want you to drop in comments, start dropping in comments, or if you're not able to do that, say it out loud, or drop me an email. Contact me on social, right? Contact me on Facebook, Lisa Czak, or Instagram, Lisa Czak, and tell me what your celebrations are. I love hearing your celebrations. I get a lot of celebrations in email, and I always forget to say them in here. I need to start remembering to do that. And the one thing that I am celebrating from here on out until that retreat is that I had the courage to go out of the country, which I've never been except for Canada and Mexico, had to get myself a passport and everything. And my daughter and I are leading you on the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in May 2023. It's uncomfortable for me too. It's scary for me. It takes a lot of fucking effort and energy to go for 5 days and 4 nights, right? So I'm celebrating that I am trusting God and I am believing in myself. I'm believing in God's plan, and I am being the woman God created me to be, knowing that God planted this seed in my head and my daughter's head for a reason. Knowing, remember this, write this down if you have to. God will never put something in your head. He will never lead you as far as you are right now just to abandon you. If he has gotten you this far, he's going to take you all the way. And that's how I feel about the retreat that we're having in May 2023 in the Caribbean. Yes, I keep repeating it because I'm so excited. Oh, don't forget, you hear my Elvis and Emmy are super excited too about the retreat, even though Mommy and Ellie are going to be gone and they're really going to miss us. So let's let them settle down for a minute before I go on. So on today's episode, we are talking about how to stop starting. It's March. And wow, like January, weren't the gyms like jam-packed? Right? Maybe you said on January 1st, it all starts. That's when I'm starting again, right? And then suddenly it's March and you think, whatever happened to that whole plan I had? I even know someone who hired a trainer, right? She literally hired some trainer, supposed to be following this meal plan, supposed to be going to the gym. I asked her about it and she's like, I don't even know. Like even the trainer abandoned her. I mean, what is happening here, right? I hear it so many times. I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start after my knee surgery. I'm going to start after it's not so crazy at work. Enough with the craziness. We have to stop starting. And I'm going to tell you how to stop starting. It's so easy. The way you stop starting is a few things. One of the major things we're going to be talking about on the retreat are your non-negotiables. It's these things, it's usually one thing that you have to do. I already did an episode on this. Go back and listen to it. I don't even know what episode it is. And I'm going to refresh your memory. Your non-negotiables are like the wheels of a car. And they're things that you know you need to do every day so that you show up optimally in your life. And they're little things. They're not these huge things that you think that they are, right? And when you start, it's one main non-negotiable. And when you stop doing that, the rest of the wheels start getting wobbly, right? Before you know it, you're off the cliff and you're saying, what happened? I started again and now I stopped. It's because it's one little thing. For me, it's washing my face. If I even have the thought that I don't want to wash my face tonight, it's a red flag. There's emotional shit going on in my life with my marriage or my child or my job or personally. There's something going on in my life that I'm not tending to, and I'm starting to get back into that, like, I don't want to wash my face. Because then what will happen, I don't wash my face, and then the next day, it's like I kind of wake up feeling just kind of grimy. I won't brush my teeth either, right? That's disgusting. See how I'm bearing my soul to you? And then I'm like, suddenly I'm just eating what I want, skipping the gym, right? Getting impatient and bitchy with my family, laying my head on the pillow at night, beating myself up and saying, okay, I'll start tomorrow. Today was bad, I'll start tomorrow. And that's what happens. You got to figure out that one thing that you know you need to do every single day. Because if you don't do that, it's a slippery slope you're going to go down, right? And you end up in the rabbit hole of looking in the mirror going, what happened? How did I get this way? How did this happen? And that's what I'm helping you with on the retreat. The Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in May 2023, which, by the way, I forgot to tell you to subscribe. Elvis had to take a poop and disrupted me. So don't forget to subscribe, like, rate, and review the Potty Mouth Preacher so even more women can be transformed one F-bomb at a time and be, not become, be the woman that God created you to be. Anyway, so your non-negotiables, you have to think, what is the one thing that if you don't do it, your whole day goes to hell. Then your whole life goes to hell. So that's the first. We're going to dig really deep on this in the retreat. Now, we'll be on vacation in this beautiful Caribbean Victorian hotel with, palm trees and birds and exotic flowers and being, served delicious, exotic, organic food. And it might be a little easier for us there. But I'm going to give you tools on what to do when you get home so that when the shit hits the fan, you don't just stop. That's what happens is you get sick or your kid gets sick or you have stuff going on emotionally that you're not dealing with and you stop doing that one main non-negotiable so that one of the wheels on your car starts getting a little flat and then the rest of yourself is like this and then you're driving off the cliff. Just because you make a wrong turn doesn't mean you have to drive off the cliff. You just simply stay in the car and head back in the right direction, meaning the direction of your vision, the direction that God wants you to head into. If you ever get confused, you ask God. You say, God, please guide my steps today. I'm having a little trouble staying on the path that you put me on. Maybe you don't even know what the path is that God put you on. Ask him to show you the path that he wants you to walk and then guide your footsteps. Start praying for results, not comfort. Pray believing and pray for results. So your non-negotiables, that's the first thing. This other one, you're going to love this. This makes me the most popular personal trainer in the history of the United States, probably the world and the universe. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Come closer. Come closer. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. In order to stop starting, I want you to stop exercising and stop working out and stop dieting. What? I'm going to give you a minute to digest that. No, I'm not on crack. Okay? I am crazy. We all know that. That's right. You heard me right. In order to stop starting, you're going to stop exercising, stop working out, and stop dieting. Lisa, what the hell are you talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. The word exercise and working out has such a negative connotation, right? Do you think athletes exercise and work out? No. Athletes train. They don't exercise. They don't work out. You are no longer exercising or working out. Who wants to wake up every morning and go, I'm going to work out? Just the sound of it sounds horrible, right? And even exercising, it sounds like, ugh. like this thing you dread, and oh my God, I gotta go do this because they say I'm supposed to do this. Instead, you are training. You are an athlete training for your sport. Lisa, I don't have a sport. What are you talking about? Again, are you smoking crack? Okay. I'm not a track star. I'm not a gymnast. I'm not a basketball player. I'm just a mom. I'm just a wife. I'm just a girl trying to make it in the world. Yes, you are. You are an athlete and you have a sport. Your sport is episode 2. Go back to episode 2. I am. Your I am is your new sport you are training every day for. So say your I am is let's just take a simple one, a common one, right? Look, I have them all behind me. What does this say? I am successful. I am fearless. Oh, Elvis is starting again. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to ignore him. If you hear Elvis barking, just pray for Elvis that he can calm himself down. So say your sport, your I am, is I am successful, which is right here on my mat, okay? When you wake up in the morning and you have that thought, I don't want to go into the gym today, right? I don't want to move my body in any way. You're going to ask yourself, what would a successful person do? A successful person would follow through with their plan and go to the gym. Even if they don't want to, they're going to do it, right? You are going to start aligning. We have been through this before in episode 2. I think it was episode 2. I don't know. I get all my episodes confused. But write this down. You're going to start aligning every thought, action, decision, behavior, and person you allow into your life with I am successful. That's how you're training, okay? You are an athlete who is training. Your sport is success. Do you see where we're going with this? So the thoughts that come in, you can self-correct, right? If you wake up and you're or throughout your day, if you're beating yourself up, right? If you're like, I'm just never going to be good enough, or I'm just never going to fit into those clothes in my closet that I want to wear, which, by the way, get rid of those clothes in the closet that don't fit because they're just bringing your energy down. Successful people have a closet full of clothes that fit. Okay? I digress. So you are saying to yourself, is that how a successful person thinks? Is a successful person say, I'm not good enough. Nobody likes me. Nothing fits good. I'm never going to actually follow through. No, a successful person is not immune to thinking those things. A successful person is going to say, okay, I might be feeling that right now, but I'm going to choose success. I'm going to be the woman God created me to be. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to think successful. What would a successful person think? A successful person would think, okay, I might not be where I want to be right now, and I know every thought, action, decision, person, and behavior in my life is going to lead me to be successful. Does that make sense? So that's how you get out of this, I'm going to exercise on Monday. I'm going to work out starting Monday. No more of that. You are now training for life, and your sport is your I am, your powerful I am statement. What you actually want in your life, the vision that you see for yourself. That's your new sport. I have a special bonus that is only available for the next 24 hours, and I only have 2 slots available, and it's for the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat that's happening in May in the Caribbean. This is for you, woman. If you are taking care of everyone else at the expense of your own health, if you're locking yourself in the bathroom just to get 5 seconds to yourself, if you keep stopping and starting. And then when you start again and the wind blows the wrong way, you abandon all of your efforts. This is for you. I'm going to teach you how to put on your own oxygen mask first and keep it there is the key on the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in May in the Caribbean. And the special bonus is happening once and once only. And for the next 24 hours, you are going to get $600 off of the retreat price. That takes care of your plane flight and snacks on the way there. You are going to get $1,500 worth of private coaching with me after the retreat is over. And in these powerful one-on-one sessions, we are going to take action on your crystal clear vision that you created for yourself while you were on Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat. Uncover all the ways you might be sabotaging yourself, which you already will know after you go on the retreat. And lastly, you're going to leave these sessions just like you're going to leave the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat, feeling refired, refocused, and reignited to be the woman that God created you to be. No more waking up wanting. No more waking up pining away. If only this. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait till I retire. No, you are going to refire on the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in May. Click the link below. You got 24 hours, so hurry up. There's 2 slots available. And I will see you in May in the Caribbean. And remember, you are worth it. And while we're on the subject of going to the gym and training in the gym, when I go to the gym, I'm going and I'm training, right? I don't say I'm going to work out, I'm going to exercise. No, I'm going to train. Because the gym is a metaphor for life. How you do one thing in your life is how you do everything in your life. So remember that when you're in the gym and you know you're half-assing those squats, you know, when I say a proper squat is so you don't get pee on your shoes. Pretend like you are squatting to pee in the woods and you don't want to get pee on your shoes. So if you're squatting properly, there's no pee-pee on your shoes. So, but say you're doing squats at the gym, you might be in a group class or doing it on your own, and you know you're half-assing it. You know you got pee all over your shoes. You're not going to count that rep. You only count the reps that where you have perfect form. It's the one area in your life I require perfect. I want you to be perfect. I want you to have perfect form. If you don't have perfect form, stop doing the exercise. Contact me and I'll show you how to do whatever it is you're doing in perfect form. Or ask a professional in the gym or wherever you are. So, same thing, I don't count. So when I'm with a client and I see them half-assing reps, I'll be counting 1, 2, 2, 2. They hate it. I got that from my trainer, Matt Enriquez. Matt, who helped me shed, not lose, because losing implies that it's valuable, okay? Weight on our body, extra weight is not valuable. We are shedding weight, not losing weight. So keep that in mind too, right? I'm going to start losing weight. No, you're not. You're going to start shedding weight because that weight you're losing is not valuable. And I'm guessing you don't ever want to find every single pound that you have shed ever again. So remember that the gym is a metaphor for life. Don't cheat yourself either on time. If you're timing yourself or you're in a class and the exercise, whatever it is you're doing, right? Say you're doing jumping jacks and you're supposed to be going for a minute. Don't stop at 59 seconds. It might not seem like a big deal, but over the course of time, that's pounds you could have lost. That's inches you could have lost. That's strength you could have gained. That's endurance you could have gained. That's stamina you could have gained. All of this is creating how your health is going to be in the future. So if you want to be a healthy, strong, just, lean, mean fighting machine as you're getting older. This is how you do it. The gym is a metaphor for life. And if you wake up one morning and you say, I'm too tired to go, you're going to remember you're an athlete, you're training for your sport, and what is your sport? In this example, your sport is I am successful. So a successful person is going to get their ass out of bed, even if they're tired, and go and train at the gym and not cheat themselves there. The other thing is getting rid of this fucking diet mentality. I've had it with this, right? I have absolutely had it with this. Eat according to your health and fitness goals. Doesn't that sound much better than I'll start my diet on Monday? I'll start my diet after my birthday. I'll start my diet after my kids go back to school. No. Every single day you are eating for your health and fitness goals. Remember, you're an athlete training for your new sport. Your new sport is I am successful. How does a successful person eat? Does a successful person shove boxes of donuts into their mouth? Does a successful person have to end every night with a bottle of wine? No, a successful person is eating according to their health and fitness goals and also their vision, right? If your vision and if God created you to be this energetic, vibrant being, you're not going to eat food that weighs you down and makes you feel so heavy and so. Now, I do give my private clients a food list to follow. And the reason I do that, it's not because it's a diet. Couple reasons. Usually they tell me, when I say, do you eat healthy? Oh, yeah, Lisa, I eat super healthy. I'm like, bullshit. And then I give them the food list and it's like, okay, I don't eat so healthy. And I asked them to follow that list for at least 2 weeks, knowing I know you're going to go off it. I know you're going to go to some stupid Chuck E. Cheese or pizza party or some game or something, have a hot dog, and you're going to feel like shit. And you're not going to know how good you feel until you feel like crap. Does that make sense? Right? That's why you have to stay on it for at least a couple of weeks so that when you do go off of it, inevitably you're gonna go, you're not perfect, right? You don't have to be perfect. You're practicing all of this. So when you go off of it, you're like, wow, like you didn't realize how bad you felt until you felt good. So you are eating according to your health and fitness goals. You are eating according to your vision. Right? How is it do you want to feel every single day? And if you happen to eat something, like I said, if you happen to have a hot dog at your kid's game or something, you're not going to beat yourself up. It's giving you a chance to practice all of these things, right? Ask yourself, all those times where you laid your head on the pillow and you beat yourself up. Oh, I can't believe I ate a whole box of Thin Mints. I can't believe I'm the worst person in the world, right? You're just crying and internally just beating the shit out of yourself. Instead of doing that, ask yourself, does God still love me? Even though I just ate an entire box of Thin Mint cookies? Does God say, oh, you're horrible. How could you do that? No. God says, come as you are. I love you for the hot mess you are right here, right now, shoving all those Thin Mints in your mouth. So you stop with the beating yourself up. You start to learn to love yourself just the way God loves you. Again, this is another theme on the retreat. We're going to be doing a lot of forgiveness work. I'm going to do an episode on that next. Learning to forgive yourself, learning to forgive others. That's a whole nother thing, but forgiving yourself. A lot of the women I work with, the main thing I help them with is learning to forgive themselves for gaining weight, for not taking care of themselves the way they wanted to, for stopping and starting, for getting themselves into that cycle of gaining weight and losing themselves over and over and over again, for carrying the weight of the past into the future. We do a lot of forgiveness work, and I'm going to be helping with you with that on the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat in May also. For the way you heal is to forgive and to love. So learning to love yourself just as you are. When you come on the Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat, you don't need to lose 20 pounds before you come. You don't need to look a certain way or be a certain way or have all your ducks in a row or nothing, right? I want you to come as you are. I'm going to meet you where you are and shine a light on where you want to head, where you're headed to, on the path that God wants you to be on the path of abundance, vitality, health, waking up every morning, loving your life, waking up and you cannot wait to get to work. You don't even know what day it is because you love what you do so much. You love your life so much, so that you're no longer living for the weekend, no longer living for your days off, no longer living for a vacation. That's why I say this Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat is not a vacation. You don't need me to go on vacation. You can go down to Mexico and drink yourself into a coma and eat yourself into a food coma, right? You can numb out all you want on vacation. This is a transformational experience, and we are transforming you out of your pain and into your purpose. We are transforming you out of this cycle of stopping and starting and into being the woman that God created you to be. So your soul work for this episode is to go back and watch the non-negotiable episode if you have not yet. And if you don't have time to do that, don't stress. Just, I want you to think about what's the one thing you need to do every single day to show up optimally in your life. It's the one thing that so let's put it this way, let's flip it. Think about the one thing that if you don't do it, you turn into a raving bitch, right? You turn into this impatient, nasty, or beating yourself up, nasty to yourself, bitchy to yourself, right? Just beating yourself up all day. And your whole day goes to hell. You start eating like out of control and you start drinking out of control. It's that one thing that you need to do every day. So I want you to figure that out. And I want you to stop exercising, stop working out, and stop dieting. Stop starting, okay? Stop starting all of those. And instead, train. Train for your sport. And your sport is your I am, your powerful I am statement. There's a bunch back here, a bunch on the wall. I should have worn my I am shirt to remind you. Why didn't I do that? Now I'm going to be beating myself up over not wearing my I am shirt to help you through this. So, and remembering that you're an athlete, and your athlete is that you're training for your I am. So that is, I'm trying to think, is that everything? I think that's everything. And of course, your other soul work is sign up. Reserve your spot on Worthy Woman Wellness Retreat, May 2023 in the Caribbean. I only have a couple spots left, so hurry up. I'm not going to do this again. This is like a once in a lifetime thing. People seem to think this is going to be a normal thing for me. This takes a lot of energy, woman. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I only have a couple spots left. Let me help you put your oxygen mask on first, so that the rest of your life, you never, ever start again. And remember, you are worth it.